All right. Welcome, Aimee, to our Spotlight series on the best in pelvic health for Utah. I'm so excited to have you on. We've known each other for a while, and so this is awesome to have you here with us today.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Before we jump into all the questions, I'm just going to read your bio here so that everyone knows who you are and what you're all about, and then we'll dive in.
Okay.
Awesome. Aimee has her Master's of Arts degree in mental health counseling and a Master's of Science degree in administration and supervision from, I don't even know how to pronounce that university.
Gallaudet. It's a school for the deaf
Gallaudet
and hard of
University
hearing, so nobody knows how to say it.
in Washington, D.C. She earned her Bachelor's of Science in Psychology from Utah State University. Aimee is skilled in American Sign Language. She understands and appreciates deaf culture and enjoys working with individuals and families that need assistance in the deaf and hard of hearing situations. Aimee was in an auto accident in 2001, shortly after she was married, in which she nearly lost her life and her husband was killed. She sustained many injuries, including a traumatic brain injury. She has personal experience with grief, loss, and trauma, and is grateful she can support others through her life experiences and training. Aimee's specific area of expertise includes grief, death, and dying, trauma recovery, mild traumatic brain injury, faith crisis transition, LGBTQIA+, open, I'm like, get it out of my mouth,
Was that
open polyamorous relationships and divorce. Areas of special interest include working with sexual abuse survivors and couples during or after a divorce to co-parent in a healthy way. She is certified rape trauma advocate. Aimee is trained in Gottman couples therapy. Is that correct? Okay. Aimee enjoys working with teens and entering the transitional stage of adulthood and young adults, determining their life goals, careers, relationships, and futures. She is also an American Mental Health Counseling Association diplomat and clinical mental health specialist in trauma counseling and couples counseling. She has taught seminars on suicide prevention, stress management, improving communication skills, de-stressing your marriage, grief and loss, dealing with trauma, preparing your children for emergency situations and disasters, understanding the effect of pornography on children, and getting the most out of your current employment. Aimee is happily divorced and has a great relationship with her ex-husband. They each have their two children half the time. They co-parent like champions and prioritize their children and their needs, no matter how challenging it may feel at times. Aimee works hard to attend all of her children's events, which currently include many soccer games. I know that life. She loves watching their personalities develop and appreciates teaching them about life, feelings, and relationships. Amazing. What a bio, Aimee. You have quite the history, my
I
girl.
was going to say, you must have got that from the website. I could have given you a much more concise bio.
Yeah, that's what I got. So, tell us what made you decide to be a mental health therapist and start your company. And obviously, like that's your bio shares a little bit of that, but like what give us the meat and potatoes of like the oomph behind that.
Well, I was planning on going the physical therapy route, which
Yeah.
I would hope I would end up in your shoes. But I took a psychology course and I loved it. Just the idea of understanding people, why they are the way they are, and why they do the things they do. And then my husband passed away in our car accident and kind of just fell into my lap that I would do grief and trauma. And then I work with a lot of couples and sex and intimacy. I don't know that it even mentions to the degree in my bio that I'm a certified sex therapist.
Hmm.
Most doctors, OBGYNs, you name it, anyone does not talk about sex.
Hmm.
So how are we expecting our kids to grow up with healthy relationships and intimacy and boundaries and consent and conversations around that when we're not talking about them as adults? So I started going the sex therapy route probably 8-ish years ago, and I love it. All of my clinicians are going that direction because we want to be the place that talks about sex, encourages you to. It's not shameful, it's not forbidden, it's not awkward. We need to teach our kids. We need to have open, healthy conversations with our partners. It's kind of up your alley, right?
Oh,
Why do
totally.
we have
We
pain?
talk about sex all the time.
Yeah, why do we have pain with intercourse? What's going on? Trauma and sexuality, they're so interrelated. We do a lot of work with LGBTQ. So, oh, just sex.
All the
Yeah,
sex.
all the sex.
Yeah, love that. Okay, what do you feel like makes you and your practice different than any other mental health clinic? Like what's the difference with Worth It?
We are anti-shame. I don't know that there's a lot of clinics that are pro-shame. I don't think there are any, but we want you to feel safe and comfortable and accepted the moment you walk in our door. There's no motivation from religion or shame. We just want you to feel accepted and supported and understood here. So that's our probably big motto. And in Utah County, there's not a ton of certified sex therapists. There's
Hmm.
not a ton of clinics that you could go to that have a library of resources for you to
Right.
borrow books from. Who wants to? I've got this great book right here, Guide to Getting It. It's a phenomenal book, but it's a textbook that no one wants to buy. So come, borrow it, rent it.
Yeah.
So I think that sets us apart. We have lots of resources available, several clinicians that specialize in different things. We do generalized therapy, but we also want sex therapy and couples to be our niche.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Talk to us about who an ideal fit would be for you then, like of those things.
We love couples. We love couples, polyamorous couples, gay couples, lesbian couples, couples that are experiencing libido differences, which I have yet to find a couple that doesn't have libido differences. Couples that are, maybe trying to understand their partner's trauma, trying to decide if they should stay together. We love couples that are not in the messy part yet, that they're trying to be proactive and preventative. Like therapy's kind of like exercise. Do you want to wait till your doctor says your cholesterol's through the roof? You got to figure something out and you have to go through these major life-altering changes, or do you want to exercise preemptively a little bit every day? That to me is therapy.
Yeah.
So when I hear a couple say, well, we're not broken, we're not getting divorced, why would we need therapy? Preventative. Those are our favorite clients, the ones that want to invest in the wellness and the health of their relationship.
Love that.
So
Love that. That's awesome. Okay. What does the process look like to work with someone at your clinic? Like, do we just call? Do we show up? Do we need a referral? Like, talk to us about all the things.
you don't need referral and you don't just show up. You can find us on our website. You can find us through social media. We're all over in Google, but you can text us at 801, let me make sure this number's right, 477-7569, or you can call us at 801-404-3069. The irony that I'm a sex therapist and all of my phone numbers end in 69, and I didn't even do that on purpose. You can email our front desk, you can contact us through our website. It's easy.
Yeah.
And then we send you the paperwork. It's all electronic, easy peasy. There's more paperwork than we would like, but
Always. Always.
but
Yeah.
it's
It's
also
important.
incredibly helpful to us when it's complete and done well. It gives us so much history that we don't then have to spend a lot of time in gathering during that first session. But then that first session, you come in and we offer you a drink and you sit in our luxurious space and you get to talk to our friendly office manager who's just lovely. And we hope you feel just safe and comfortable the second you walk through our door. We hope the process is easy. If it isn't, let me know and I'll do what I can to fix it.
Amazing. Okay. What's something that most people don't know that you think that they should know about the services you offer?
This is the one that I had an idea of, and now it's um the services we offer. Okay, this is going to be a weird one, but I'm going to throw out that therapy doesn't have to be scary or miserable.
Mhm.
I think therapy can be fun, even when we're talking about difficult topics. We
Mhm.
can keep them lighthearted. We can laugh occasionally. Um, there's humor involved. Depending on the type of therapist you want, we've got confrontational therapists that won't let you sit in your stuff. We've got validating supportive therapists that are going to be more patient and wait with you while you figure out your process. The most important thing in therapy is finding the therapist you like and trust. It
Mhm.
is not their certification or the theories they subscribe to or the homework they assign. It is if you like and trust them. So
Totally.
if you have a therapist that you don't like and trust, find another one.
Mhm.
And if I'm your therapist and you don't like and trust me, find another one. I'm not going to be offended. Your therapy is yours. So
Mhm.
I think that's, it's not necessarily specific to our clinic, but that is something about
General.
our our profession that I wish everyone knew.
Absolutely.
Shop for your therapist. There's lots of us and different varying skill levels and different personalities, and we would love to believe that your therapist is a clean slate. But we have our biases and our personalities. We try to hold them back a little bit, but
Yeah,
we're human. So find the human that you connect best with.
love that. Okay. Is there anything special that you want to promote to the audience of like anything new that you have up and coming, any workshops, any like things in general about your profession that you want to promote? Anything in
Oh, soon. We just had an architect and some construction crew here measuring for a big glass wall in our conference room. So in the next month, we are going to be offering classes, workshops, and group therapy. I'm so excited. In the
Yay.
meantime, I would just advertise our services when you're looking for someone to help you with any type of relationship, parent-child, sibling, partner,
Mhm.
coworkers. We're here for that.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. My favorite question to ask everyone. What is the main thing that you want to be known for?
Shattering shame.
Mm, powerful.
Shattering, like hashtag shattering shame.
Yeah.
Uh, Letting go of it. We don't yuck anyone else's yum. We want to be curious and understanding.
Yeah.
So I think that's our, tagline if I were to tattoo that on my forehead.
That would be
Shattering shame.
gathering shame. Love
Mhm.
that. Hey, tell us where we can find you, where you located, your website, social media, all the things.
Okay. We are located at the point of the mountain next to Thanksgiving Point, just off the freeway. So very convenient for Salt Lake County and Utah County. We also offer HIPAA compliant telehealth, though we prefer having people come into our luxurious space. We are on every social media thing there is. We're on Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, X now, right? Um, we're everywhere. Worth-it.com on, the internet. We still call it the internet, right? Uh, And you can contact us that way as well. We're on lots of therapy directories, Psychology Today, the Gottman Therapy, LGBTQ Therapy Guild of Utah. If you search for Worth It,
We'll find. We'll
you'll
find
find
it.
us.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Aimee, for being on our Spotlight series. Thank you for all the work that you're doing here in Utah and keep fighting the good fight.
Right back at you. I'm referring people to you left and right. I love pelvic health.
And we love sex therapists. All the we
Good team.
mutually good teamwork there.
Yes. Yeah. Thank
Awesome.
you for having me.
You're welcome.